Aging is one of the most natural experiences in life, yet many people struggle with it. In a world that often glorifies youth, vitality, and material success, getting older can sometimes feel like being left behind. Whether it is the feeling of missed opportunities, regrets over past choices, or the fear of irrelevance, aging brings challenges that can make one feel disconnected from the fast-moving world. However, Buddhism provides a path of wisdom and inner peace that can transform how we perceive aging. Instead of seeing it as a decline, Buddhism teaches us to see aging as an opportunity for deep self-discovery, growth, and spiritual awakening. It reminds us that suffering comes from attachment and resistance, not from aging itself. In this video, we will explore 7 profound Buddhist truths that can help you navigate aging with acceptance, grace, and even joy. Each of these truths offers insights that can shift your perspective, allowing you to see life with renewed clarity and peace. Number 1. Impermanence, Anicca, everything changes. One of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is Anicca, or impermanence. This principle states that everything in life, our bodies, relationships, careers, and even emotions, is constantly changing. When we feel left behind, it is often because we cling to the past or compare ourselves to others who seem to be moving forward. But in reality, nothing stays the same for anyone. The people who seem ahead today will face their own challenges tomorrow. The key to peace is accepting change rather than resisting it. How impermanence affects our view on aging. Physical changes. Our bodies naturally age, but instead of mourning youth, we can appreciate the experiences and wisdom that come with each passing year. Relationships evolve. Friendships may fade, children grow up, and loved ones pass away, but new relationships and deeper self-understanding emerge. Societal roles shift. Retirement or job loss may feel like losing identity, but these changes offer opportunities for new purpose. Practical ways to apply this truth. Practice letting go. If you find yourself longing for the past, remind yourself that every phase of life has its own beauty. Meditate on impermanence. Reflect on how change has brought unexpected blessings in your life. Appreciate the present. Rather than mourning what has passed, focus on what you have now. A real-life story. An 80-year-old Buddhist monk once said, "When I was younger, I was afraid of getting old. Now that I am old, I realize that fear was wasted energy. Each stage of life is a chapter, and I am grateful to read them all." Instead of resisting impermanence, he embraced it, and found peace. Number 2. Suffering, Dukkha, is a part of life. Buddhism acknowledges that suffering, dukkha, is an unavoidable part of life. Whether it is loneliness, regret, physical pain, or the fear of irrelevance, suffering is something every human being experiences. But suffering itself is not the problem. How we respond to it is. The Buddha taught that suffering is caused by attachment, expectations, and resistance to change. Common sufferings that come with aging. Regret over past decisions, I should have done more with my life. Loneliness or feeling abandoned, fear of death or irrelevance. How to overcome suffering. Accept that suffering is natural. It does not mean life is unfair. It simply means you are human. Find meaning in suffering. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow in wisdom and compassion. Meditate on your emotions. Instead of suppressing sadness, observe it without judgment. A Zen story of acceptance. A Zen master was asked, "How do you deal with sadness?" He replied, "I sit with it. I invite it for tea, and when it is ready, it leaves." This is the Buddhist approach to suffering. Do not fight it, but do not cling to it either. Number 3. The present moment is all we have. Mindfulness, Sati. Many people feel left behind because they are trapped in either the past, regrets, nostalgia, or the future, fears, anxieties. Buddhism teaches Sati, or mindfulness. the practice of fully experiencing the present moment. When we live in memories of youth or worry about the future, we miss the beauty of now. But in reality, the present moment is the only thing that truly exists. Mindfulness and aging. Rather than missing youth, cherish the wisdom of today. Instead of fearing the future, appreciate the present moment fully. Let go of the idea that time is running out. Each moment is a new beginning. Practical ways to apply mindfulness. Practice mindful breathing. This simple exercise can help anchor you in the present. Engage fully in daily activities. Drink your tea slowly. Listen deeply in conversations, and notice the small joys around you. Let go of mental distractions. When regret or worry appears, gently bring yourself back to the present. A story of mindful living. An elderly Buddhist woman, when asked how she stayed happy, simply said, "I do not live in the past or the future. I live in the breath I am taking now." Happiness is found not in age, but in awareness. Number 4. Non-attachment, Anatta. You are not defined by your achievements. Many people feel left behind because they measure their worth by their success, social status, or physical beauty. But Buddhism teaches Anatta, or non-self. You are not your job, your looks, or your possessions. Why non-attachment leads to peace? When we attach our identity to external things, we suffer when they change. True happiness does not come from status but from inner peace. Aging is a chance to detach from superficial identities and find deeper meaning. Practical exercises. Reflect on who you are beyond your career or past roles. Shift your focus from external achievements to inner peace. Let go of the need for validation. Embrace self-acceptance. A real-life example. A retired professor once said, "I thought I was important because of my job. When I retired, I felt lost. But then I realized, I am not my title. I am the kindness I share and the wisdom I pass on." When we detach from external labels, we discover our true selves. Number 5. Karma. Every moment is an opportunity for growth. Many people believe it is too late to start something new, but Buddhism teaches that every action creates karma, shaping our future. How to apply this truth? Make small positive choices daily. Even a smile or kind word creates good karma. Realize that age does not limit growth. Learning, creativity, and compassion have no expiration date. Focus on contribution rather than regret. Ask, how can I bring positivity today? A story of new beginnings. A 70-year-old man began learning calligraphy. He was told he was too old, but he continued. At 90, he became a master and inspired thousands. Every moment is a chance to grow. Number 6. Compassion, Metta, for yourself and others. Aging can bring self-criticism, "I should have done more," and envy, "Others are doing better." But Buddhism teaches Metta, or loving kindness. Practicing Metta. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Celebrate your journey instead of comparing it to others. Extend kindness to those around you. Compassion enriches life. Number 7. The ultimate freedom. Letting go of fear. The greatest fear of aging is often fear of irrelevance or death. But Buddhism teaches that freedom comes when we stop clinging. How to let go of fear? Accept that everything, including life, is temporary. Live fully in the present, rather than worrying about the future. Focus on spiritual growth rather than material loss.